Now, so one thing, some of our students can write, but their writing is not standard. And writing is related to reading. But we have a text in SSC or HSC, up to HSC level, we have just one book, and the book is very thin. And in HSC level, the book is very difficult for the students. So should we actually give our students like very difficult books, or we can incorporate many other things in a book, but the book will be very much easy to understand? Or we can add something from the newspaper, magazines. This way we can actually make our students will read. Like in our days, we read like some simplified version of Shakespeare's play or something like that. So, and we had to give the exam in that portion. At the time, 15 marks was there. So this way we can incorporate lots of things so that our students can read well and then can write well. So how to evaluate it, sir?
Well, you're absolutely right regarding that matter, that we don't have that much reading stuff, especially for English. Not that much reading stuff in the school that we call in the Bangla version that we are saying right at this moment. Even in the English version, maybe they don't have that much book prescribed from the NCTV or national textbook. I mean, they actually provide us with the national textbooks. So the thing is that when a student don't have that much access to different kinds of genre of reading stuff, that means they are not familiar with different kinds of writing. You can see that our textbooks basically they are emphasizing on communicative stuff, so the reading stuff are not that much visible, I mean, in the textbook. So as a result, they don't form the habit of reading. And when you don't have this habit of reading, what happens that when you see anything in English, you get scared. I mean, you don't feel easy to read it, in English, in that language. But you see, reading lots of stuff from different genres in English, it helps you to get yourself acquainted or familiar with like vocabulary, the diction, and how these words are used in different sentence structures in different situations, different kinds of sentence structure, different kinds of expressions, idiomatic expressions particularly, and also you get familiar with different kinds of genre. For example, you get familiar with poetry, different kinds of poetry. And poetry means it's not like stories. It's very brief, but you can see the use of words is very technical. So students know how to use less word, but they can express a lot. So they can also learn different kinds of figurative expressions from reading poems. At the same time, they can read novel. You can see novel. From the novel, they can learn about different kinds of cultural stuff, and language and culture actually cannot separate them; they are interrelated. So when you learn a language, if you have a good knowledge about the culture of that language, it will help you to understand that language and also the setting and the situations. So they can get acquainted themselves. Students can, they can be familiar with this kind of context, this kind of situations from reading novel. And also they can read from different kinds of plays. So you see, when a student come across with all these genres, so it will certainly facilitate their writing, because while writing, they can retrieve their knowledge from their reading, and they can reproduce it while they are writing it. And also, you can see the reading magazines and also reading newspapers. I can give you one example. For example, when there is an election, you can see that there is different kinds of situations and different kinds of words. When the election is over, you will not see those words and those particular phrases after the election, generally.
Yes.
At the same time, if there is any international matches is going on there in Bangladesh or anywhere in the world, like football or cricket, you can find that during that time, lots of, especially the sports page, if you go there, you can find that different words, different idiomatic expressions that are not common for the other genre. And also, if you go through the entertainment page, you can find different kinds of words that are related with the entertainment. So you can get yourself accustomed or acquainted with the different kinds of diction, situation, and expressions. So that's why reading, I must say that it's really influence writing. I mean, that's where you'll find that those who are good readers, they're really good writers.
Yes.
As you said in your question.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much for having me here.